There is absolutely nothing that can ruin this perfect day.
Hey, Sid.
Except for that. What is it, Wallace?
I was just going to tell you, when you go inside Josh's room, make sure you stand in the dead center, okay?
Ha ha, very funny. It's December. I'm off the hook.
If you say so.
If you say so.
Welcome, foolish mortal.
Please not today. I'm sick.
We're all sick here, Sid.
Physically? Maybe. Mentally? Most certainly. You're not going to trick me, Josh. We're not doing a Halloween review. Josh?
Oh, hey, Sid.
Ah!
What's got you so jumpy today?
No, we are not playing a Halloween game. It's the beginning of December.
Who said we were playing a Halloween game?
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean this? I'm saving that for later.
You just got double tricked.
Then what are we doing?
Sid, it's time to get goofy.
Wait, oh no. No. Why won't the door open?
The door is locked from the inside.
Why did you do that?
You're the one who slammed the door, you dingus.
Uh-oh.
I might be crazy, but at least I keep things interesting. Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Gillespie,
I'm ticked off.
and welcome to JG Reviews. Today we'll be continuing our Halloween of Disney, kind of, by looking at the game Goofy's Funhouse for the PlayStation 1. And Sid, why don't you talk about it?
No, thank you.
No, I insist you talk about it.
No, this seems like something you would enjoy.
Sid, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
Who do you think you are, my mother?
Get on with it. Get on with it.
Right.
Here's your half, and here's my half.
Deal.
Goofy's Funhouse was released for the PlayStation in 2001. When you hear that name, you probably think the game is going to be like a carnival, right?
Wrong.
It literally means Goofy's Fun House. Goofy's house is fun, apparently. And one of its biggest selling points was that it features 6 classic Goofy cartoons.
The game was published by New Kid Co., who also released a crap ton of E.T. games, and was developed by the Code Monkeys.
That show on G4?
No, the other Code Monkeys, who developed other such games as Shrek Treasure Hunt, Simpsons Skateboarding, and Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. That's the mobile version. Son of a...
Does this game have what it takes? Or does it belong
in the electric chair?
Seriously? 2 Goofy movie references? This game has nothing to do with a Goofy movie. And that stupid smile on your face means you're going to prove me wrong.
Let's take a look at Goofy's Funhouse. At the beginning of the game, we are treated to a nice little computer animated intro with Goofy explaining the plot. Basically, the story is Goofy wants to watch some home movies, specifically the ones related to sports.
However, Goofy must live in some strange dimension where in order to watch these movies, he has to find things associated with them, such as a fishing rod or a golf club. So it's your job to find those missing items. And while you're looking for them, there's also a side mission to find film cans which have been scattered throughout the house.
Honestly, the story is a little disappointing, and the game has a severe lack of Disney characters. The only other character that makes an appearance is Pluto, which doesn't make sense seeing as how Goofy has his own dog.
It's nice that they gave us a plot though, instead of just having Goofy be like, "You can go around my house, but you can't touch my liquor cabinet. I'm Goofy's fun juice."
Though, as you'll find out, the story is only the first of this game's problems. So the name of the game is Goofy's Funhouse. Well, it certainly has Goofy in it, and for the most part it takes place in a house, but does it deliver on the fun? Let's find out. Let's take a look at the gameplay. First of all, let's talk about the thing you'll be spending most of your time doing: looking for film cans and portrait items.
Goofy's house has 15 rooms, including the backyard and garden, and each has a variety of different things to interact with. Some of these will give you film cans, and some of these are just there for decoration.
What are the film cans used for? Well, after you collect 10 of them, you get to go into a boss battle.
Wait, what?
No. The real purpose of the film cans is after you collect at least 50 of them, you unlock a bonus movie.
You also unlock another bonus movie by collecting 6 eggs in the garden. Does he even do anything with those eggs?
No. When it comes to finding missing portrait items, it can be as simple as getting a hat off of a hat rack. But Goofy's Funhouse does have its fair share of puzzles, which will require a decent amount of thinking to solve them, such as turning on the heat to defrost a ham.
Clever.
Oh, totally. Or how about this? Flooding your entire basement just to grab a fishing rod because apparently you can't just jump up there and grab it yourself.
Now that's just Goofy. Sorry. As I said earlier, the game has 15 different areas. Good luck trying to remember where each of them are.
Yeah, I got lost plenty of times while playing because there is no map and there's nothing telling you where you're going, you know. I mean, I kind of understand it because they want you to explore, and if you just went to every room it told you to go to, you wouldn't look around, but something like kitchen or living room would have been nice.
Okay, so you've collected all of the portrait items. What's next?
Well, first, let's talk about the other mini games you can find in Goofy's Funhouse.
In the playroom, there's a video game system hooked up where you play tic-tac-toe. It's pretty easy.
What kind of game system is that?
I think it's the same kind that Strong Bad has. Also, after turning on the kitchen radio, you can play a radio quiz. Again, like the tic-tac-toe, it's pretty easy. But both of these games reward you with film cans.
Now, to get several of the portrait items, you also play a mini game. For example, to get the key for the wardrobe with golf pants, you have to get it back from a gopher by...
Oh my gosh!
Got it.
And to get worms for fishing, you have to...
Oh dear lord!
Even though these mini games are rather violent, that kind of fits the Goofy theme.
I agree. One of my favorite minigames was the one where you play tug of war with Goofy's dog Bowser to get sausages back. The goofiness,
I see what you did there.
thank you, is also pulled off rather well with many of the different things that happen in the house, such as slipping on oil or getting attacked by bees.
Sadly, this all disappears when you get to the actual portrait games. They're just...
They aren't necessarily bad, but they're boring. Golfing is just 9 holes, fishing, catch 9 fish, skiing, beat the time, and then there's one where you train Bowser for a pet show. Nothing crazy happens during these. Like, you would expect from a Goofy game something insane to happen, but really it's just tame.
Exactly. The only portrait game that feels like a Goofy game is where you have to drive to the gym to get your gym bag. The driving controls are pretty bad, but that's what makes it enjoyable. Making the sharp turns, avoiding traffic, all while trying to get to the gym on time. That's the one I had the most fun playing.
The games are also rather short and will be over within a few minutes. Except for golfing, which took nearly 10 minutes. It goes extremely slow, and oftentimes the recommended strength will be an overshoot, making you have to try the hole again. Just very disappointing.
Yep, it is. So you've collected all of the film cans, you've gotten all of the portrait items, and you've finished all of the mini games. So for your ending,
You get nothing!
What?
yeah, this game doesn't have an ending. I got all 56 film cans, played every game, but nothing happens. The game just doesn't end. But that was just another one of the problems this game has. Alright, so the story is pretty dull. The gameplay is mediocre.
So you can probably guess that the presentation is
The best part of the entire game.
surprise!
The graphics are pretty decent in this game, especially for the time, and like a lot of Disney games, the attention to detail is superb, even with the graphical limitations.
The house is filled with many different things to interact with, giving the player a reason to spend some time in each room.
And there are also plenty of pictures to look at, including 2 posters of Powerline in Max's room. Boom!
Alright, so that's where the connection is.
Boom!
Okay, you don't have to keep saying it.
Boom!
Alright, enough!
Boom!
Shut up! Oh gosh. There's a lot of little nods like that in this game, and any fan of Goofy will have a big grin on their face.
As for the music, while nothing spectacular, it fits the Goofy theme rather well and is enjoyable.
The quality of the Goofy cartoons.
Which we are not going to be showing.
Right. Well, the quality is pretty decent.
You have to remember, this was during the PlayStation 1 era, so it's already being compressed quite a bit. Then you have to remember that there's 5 other cartoons and an entire game, so the quality is actually pretty good for the time.
Honestly though, watching the cartoons is more fun than playing the games.
As you can see and hear, the presentation is where this game truly shines.
It's just a shame that the gameplay doesn't have that same quality.
So overall, what do we think of Goofy's Funhouse? To be honest, I think this game had potential. It's visible when you're going around the house solving puzzles, but what you're working towards lacks the spirit of Goofy and makes the game overall very underwhelming. I beat Goofy's Funhouse in just under 2 hours, and if I hadn't spent a lot of time looking in each of the rooms at the little details, it would have been even shorter.
There are some fun things, such as a few of the mini games and solving the puzzles, but it can be very difficult to control and find your way throughout the rooms. Be prepared to get lost often if your memory isn't absolutely perfect.
When I was a kid, I had fun just running around the house seeing the different ways I could hurt Goofy. I had a dark sense of humor.
Okay, outside of the driving, the portrait games just don't have that Goofy feeling and instead feel like a typical collection of sports games.
And after completing them and finding each of the film cans, the lack of an ending, as I said, disappointed me. Back when this came out, there was no YouTube, so finding a good quality Goofy cartoon could be difficult.
And DVD sets were rather expensive. And they still are. But now with it being so easy to find whatever Goofy cartoon you want to watch, it's difficult to find a reason to tell someone to play this game outside of looking at the great amount of detail put into each room.
If you're a big fan of Goofy and, you just want to explore his house, or if you have a young child and you think they'll have fun with this, if you can find it cheap, then I say buy it. Otherwise, just stick to the much better Disney games of this era. Goofy's Funhouse should stay in the shadows.
Well, that was certainly something.
Certainly was.
What are you working on?
Oh, I'm writing my Christmas special. Hope to have it done by February.
I'll be looking forward to that. I'll see you later, Josh.
Hurry back.
What?
Hurry back.
What are you talking about?
Be sure to bring your death certificate.
Boom! Still got it.
I forgot about the stats.
This was a good day. The last time my hair was this short. Just gotta keep smiling and give the folks what they want.
Let's see. What should we review next?
Well, Sid pranked Wallace, and Wallace pranked Sid.
It's my turn.